Tight. Tight, tight, tight. How's it going there, viewers? Welcome to yet another episode of Boat Talk from the Backyard. Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk about my new spinnaker, which is just here. It's a asymmetrical spinnaker. It's a off-the-shelf one, which, according to my good friends at Rolly Tasker Sails in Australia, will perfectly suit the dimensions of my yacht. Let's hope so. I did get my code sail from them, and that was a custom sail, but it works. You've probably seen the videos, it works great. So today what I'm going to do is I want to get this sail furled up. So I'm using these Ronston continuous line furlers. That's the smallest one they make. They do look like a little bit of a toy, but they do the job really well. And with the top swivel as well. So the idea is to get this sail furled up so that all I need to do when I want to use it basically is just pull it out from down below and send it up the halyard and connect it up and throw the furling line, and out it comes. It's a lot easier to do that on nice dry land than it is trying to sort of furl up a sail for the first time when you're out on the water and stuff. So I'm going to give that a go. Now I can't use this particular furler today because I don't have the continuous line loop for it. I have to get those custom made to suit the length of the boat. There's a guy that I use from eBay, actually, Boz Racing. If you need custom lines done, talk to him. He'll be doing that for me shortly, making a nice constant loop. Does a beautiful splicing job of the particular line. And yeah, so that line will come and I'll just pull this thing apart and you put the line in it. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the furler off the code sail. It's in there somewhere. There it is. I'll just take the furler off the code sail, put it onto the asymmetrical spinnaker, do the job, get it all furled up, and then I can put it in the bag. She's ready to go. So let's get on with that, shall we? I suppose one of the important things here is to make sure you put the right part of the furler to the right part of the sail, because that could be embarrassing if you didn't do that. Luckily, Rolly Tasker right is a little patch, head, tack, clue, which makes it really easy and less embarrassing. So once we get this sail all furled up, in the next video hopefully we'll be able to do some nice reaching with it and see how it works. I'm pretty sure it's going to work fine. And then I'll send a link to the YouTube video to my good friends at Rolly Tasker Australia and ask them for a free hat. Which would be nice. Oh, this is so fiddly. Hang on, I don't want to put that back together yet. I need to put it on the other end of the sail. Too busy talking to you guys and not concentrating. Of course it's tied up around that. Right, let's see if we can find this other end of the sail. Alright, there we go. Going to make a lot of noise and go everywhere. Maybe just hold it like that quite as you can. Yeah. Infernal. Right, pull it out tight. Tight, tight, tight. Okay, drop it down. Thank you very much. Okay, viewers, well, that didn't sort of furl up as good as I was hoping it would. The code sail furls up quite well. Really, with this type of sail, and on bigger boats, on bigger sails, you'll use a top-down furler, which means you have a very expensive, they call them like almost like a torque line. I can't remember the correct term, but basically it's a rope that doesn't twist. And when you operate the furler, the top swivel turns at exactly the same time. In fact, when you watch some of the big boats like Comanche and some of those maxis, when they furl those massive sails, they actually start rolling from the top down. That's why they call it a top-down furler. This will do the job for me though. It's basically just so that I can furl the thing up, get it into the bag. I can hoist it up rather quickly. It's all furled up, put a sail tie around it. I can unfurl it, go for the reach, furl it back up again, and then if I need to, just drop it down, put it in the bag. It's not like I'm going to be racing where I'm going to want the thing all furled up, all nice and tight, and go around a track and use it quite a few times. It'll be pretty much go for a reach across Jervis Bay, and then pretty much pack it away because I'll be working back home. Well, who knows, but didn't furl as good as I'd hoped. But then it's not under a lot of tension. It's not vertical as well. It may furl better when it's on the boat. Guess we'll find out in future videos, but at least there it is. There's a new sail from Rolly Tasca. Look, worst case scenario, I can purchase the sock that would come with this and just launch it like a normal, like you normally would with a normal sort of symmetrical spinnaker. The beauty of having them on a furler though is if you're out sailing by yourself, it's such an easy job to do it just by unfurling and furling. Even when it comes to jibing with the code sail, or with this in the future, I would furl it up, jibe the boat, unfurl it. It just makes it easier. You don't have to worry about trying to get the lazy sheet around the forestay. You don't have to worry about getting caught on things or anything. So anyway, we'll see how it goes when we get it out on the water, eh? Well, as I said, that didn't sort of go as well as I thought it was going to go, but it may be different when it's actually up the mast, and you can keep one of the sheets well, that's what I do with the code sail quite often, is keep one of the sheets, just one wrap around the winch, and it just applies a little bit of tension, which makes the sail just roll up a bit tighter. But my main concern was that the top of the sail was not wanting to furl. But hey, look, life's a learning experience, right? I do not claim to be an expert when it comes to spinnakers, asymmetrical or symmetrical code sails. I'm learning as I go. But I've got myself an asymmetrical spinnaker now, and I'm looking forward to using it. I've always wanted one. So hopefully it'll all work fine. Now the little furlers that I mentioned, if you're looking at doing something similar, I do have in my pocket a little bag that came out with the part numbers. So the top swivel Ronston is a RS006010A, and the Series 60 Furler stainless steel bearings is a Ronston RS006000A. Lots of zeros. But they're a great little furler. If you look in the Ronston catalogue online or in the good old-fashioned book, I think they say for dinghies and beach caps. Well, really, my boat's just a big dinghy with a roof on top and a lump of lead hanging out the bottom of it. So I suppose it's a dinghy. But, when I originally got the code sail, the guys at Rolly Tasser, because I just got it through them, it was just easier. He sort of said, "Oh, you know, you sure you want to go with this small furler? Do you want to go up a size?" And I sort of looked at the one that was up a size, and it was like 3 times the price, and it just looked to be way too big. And admittedly, when this thing rolled up in the mail, I went, "What have I done?" It looks like a toy, but it has worked absolutely brilliantly on the code sail. No dramas at all. The only thing I had to do was get a longer furling line, and there is the splice joint. You can hardly see it. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, that's from, I'm dropping names everywhere today, aren't I? It's from Boz Racing. You'll find he has a eBay site, eBay store. Does all of his transactions through eBay, as per the rules of eBay. But if you want something custom, you can just send him a message in the comments, and he will then basically put up, just for you, the item, and you just accept the offer, and you know, it's just like, you know, buying it through any other sort of online store, except he just does it through eBay. But he's got a great selection of lines, really knows his stuff. He's a sailor as well, Dyneema and things like that. So if you do need lines, try that fella out. What's his name? Andy. There you go. Alright, well, I'm going to put this new sail back in its new bag. I'll put this back on the code sail and put them back in the boat. And hopefully we'll see ourselves out on the water soon. I was going to go to I was going to go to Botany Bay up in Sydney this weekend. I'd even advertised it on the Sailing Head Injuries Facebook page. Then I had to cancel it. I was going to go up there and go around the old track, around the old areas that I used to race the dinghies in, the North Bridges. I was going to point out where I, broke a mast there and ran into something there and sunk a boat over there or whatever. And then, go across to the airport, film some planes and film some big ships, and go over and see where Captain Cook landed, all that sort of stuff. It's going to be great. And the weather was going to be a light southerly. A couple of days ago anyway, it's going to be a nice light southerly, about 10 knots, which is, my favourite breeze for head injuries. And there's a light westerly through the night, and I'd worked out which moorings I was going to pick up. It was all planned, it was all going to be great. Anyway, I got up this morning, have a look at the weather forecast for Botany Bay again for tomorrow, being Saturday. And the light 10 knot southerly is now going to come up at about 8 o'clock in the morning, work its way up to about 30 knots near gale, blow all night, all morning, Sunday morning, until about 8 or 9 o'clock Sunday. In fact, it's not even going to stop, but it's going to back off to about 15 knots. And it's going to rain all day and all night. And I really don't want to get a wet arse. So we'll postpone that one and wait for the sun to come out so we get some better footage. In the meantime, I'm going to, this weekend, do some house painting. Oh yes, I do enjoy the seaside, the seaside. Alright, now where's that paintbrush gone?